The people of Milwaukee are something. Making something new, something special, making change. Yes, this is Milwaukee.
Visit Milwaukee is out with new commercials promoting the city just in time for the Democratic National Convention. The convention isn't bringing in the 50,000 people we originally thought would be here when we first heard about it, but tourism promoters still think the city can get something out of even a virtual convention. So we're talking about that now with Peggy Williams-Smith, the CEO of Visit Milwaukee. Thank you so much for your time, and I do want to get to how you will still be promoting Milwaukee during all of this. But a quick question first. So the DNC has asked people in town for the convention not to go to local bars and restaurants. What do you think about that?
Well, I had a feeling you might ask me that, and I wanted to make sure that people know that the bars and restaurants in the city of Milwaukee have done everything to ensure that their places, their establishments are safe. We supported the mask mandate. Since the implementation of the mask mandate in the city of Milwaukee, our number of cases has continued to decrease. Our 7-day moving average for the city of Milwaukee right now is at 54.4. And to give you an example, where we started prior to the mask mandate, we were running a 7-day average of 171.9 cases in a moving 7-day average. We also participated in a public health working group with the Office of the Health Commissioner to make sure that those restaurants and bars had a fighting opportunity to open and stay open. So I am disappointed. People still have to eat while they're here. They don't live here, so they're going to have to find a way to eat. So many of our restaurants do have a carryout option, and we will be promoting both dining inside, outdoor, because we have a lot of parklets that have sprung up throughout the city, as well as carryout options for those who don't feel safe dining in a restaurant. We know that the convention wants to be the safest convention ever on record, but we also have to balance that with the fact that our restaurants and our bars are hurting right now. And, you know, if there's an opportunity for some locals to come down and feel the electricity, albeit smaller electricity, we still want people to come down and visit our bars and restaurants. It's not just next week, but all the time.
I know that you're really trying to make the best of a disappointing situation and make sure that Milwaukee still gets its chance in the spotlight. And one of the ways Visit Milwaukee is doing that is with commercials. So tell me about those.
Sure. Well, we realized we had always planned on doing something because we did study what happened to our counterpart back in 2016. And at the last minute, they were asked to do a public commercial during prime time. And it was just the CEO of the CVB talking about the city. And I think that the people of the city can say so much more than I could in a 30-second spot. So we worked with our agency to create 2 30-second spots that we think really show the unique and diverse beauty of our city. And we are just hoping that both of these videos both of these commercials are able to be shown during the convention, hopefully on prime time, but we'll make sure that we get it out to at least the 50,000 people that were supposed to be here so they can show exactly what they are missing by not being here in Milwaukee.
So I know you're still in talks trying to figure out when and where those commercials will air. Another thing you're doing is you're sending gift boxes. You're trying to help Milwaukee businesses. What will be in those boxes?
Absolutely. Well, the boxes are unique. They're video boxes created by a local company. We're putting things in there like pins because people who go to conventions love to collect pins. So we've made a collection of pins. This one says, "Stayed home, saved lives, missed the party, Milwaukee 2020. I almost attended Milwaukee's first DNC, but quarantined instead." Some of them say bathrobe delegate, just a bunch of cute things that we've gotten from local vendors, including some Stone Creek coffee, some water bottles, other things of that nature. We have our own custom-made Visit Milwaukee masks that we're sending to everyone so that they can continue to be safe when they leave their homes. Just things that will remind them of everything they missed. But the interesting part is these video boxes will have an intro greeting from me talking about why we wish they were here, with a call to action to come to Milwaukee as soon as it is safe for them to travel.
And I know at the beginning, when we first learned about the convention coming here to Milwaukee, Visit Milwaukee was really excited, thinking this will help with future business and future conventions. Is there still a way to do it, considering people are basically saying now, well, the convention isn't even in Milwaukee, it's virtual?
Well, I will tell you that our partners at the DNCC have been so extremely gracious and feel so incredibly bad. Obviously, this pandemic is no one's fault. It's beyond all of our control. And so the leader, the president of the DNCC, Joe Salmonese, has graciously agreed to go to bat for us and recommend us to those allied groups that are holding conventions. So there's 120 allied groups that come in that hold caucus meetings throughout the convention. And he's agreed to talk to each of them to let them know how flexible we were as everything continued to progress with the pandemic, and put a good word in for us if they have any meetings that they don't have booked within the next 2 to 4 years, to make sure that they give Milwaukee a shot at hosting some of those meetings.
Well, I know you're really trying to make the best of a disappointing situation. So Peggy Williams-Smith of Visit Milwaukee, thank you for your time.
Thank you very much.
Coming up, Kanye West picks up the endorsement of an elected official in Wisconsin.